Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a little video that I feel like I do every single year. We're gonna do a little fall shoe haul with some new shoes I picked up and just kind of like accessories, I guess, kind of in general to kind of go along with that. I have like a couple pairs of slippers and like socks and stuff like that, so I feel like they're all kind of related. Popping in here to say, I feel like it kind of goes without saying, but everything that I'm mentioning will of course be linked down below for y'all to check out as always. I also feel like the lighting is not ideal. I always film for the most part with natural light, and it's like it's like a Sunday and it's like kind of a fall cozy day, and it's not as bright out as I would like it to be, but we're going to roll with it. It's shoes, so it's not like you really need to see it in that much detail. But my slippers right now in particular are like getting really gross already, so I needed some new pairs of those, and I have a really good UGG dupe to show y'all that is available on Amazon. I can link it there, but I got it off of like Sierra, which is Sierra Trading Post, is that what it's called, which is like the TJ Maxx partner. TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods, like I feel like they're all in the same family, and I'm so excited about these. The brand is Cushionaire. I feel like y'all have probably heard of this before. I feel like everyone's talking about these, and I have UGGs. The only pair of UGGs I have are literally from high school, so they're like 10 years old, and they've definitely seen better days, but I didn't want to splurge on like the legit UGGs for this trend with the little like mini, isn't that what these are called, like the mini UGGs, like the really short ones. And I feel like these were in last year as well. I wasn't like feeling the trend. Like I kind of thought and still kind of think they look a little silly like it being so short, because the ones that I do have are like not the full ones, but like the kind of mid-calf ones in this same like a chestnut color, and I love this color, but I thought like compared to the like slightly taller ones, these looked a little funny. My husband just turned on the fan for me because I'm already sweating, and the light, and I feel like that's already fixed a lot of things. But I've seen these styled so many different ways now that I'm kind of like getting it, and I do think there are like cute ways to style these, especially just with like leggings. And y'all know I kind of live in athleisure, so I feel like I'm always just wearing like my workout clothes, and I think these are cute to throw on with leggings, but like they're also kind of cute with like baggy jeans. And I think there's just kind of a lot of ways to style these, like especially being like super bummy like I am today. I'm literally just like a sweatshirt and sweatpants, so you can also wear these like very comfy and bummy, and I feel like they're almost like slippers that you can wear outside more or less. So like I said, I will link these down below for y'all. They do come in a couple of different colors. I feel like this chestnut color is kind of classic color, and these actually have been sold out on Amazon for a long time, and I feel like on Amazon they're around $40, but I got these, like I said, off of Sierra Trading Post, and they were like $29. They were like significantly less than they were on Amazon, and they had the chestnut in stock, which this color was not in stock, at least not in many sizes. So I will link these up in both places in case you can't find the color or the size that you're looking for. But they have gray and black, and then I also think they have like the cheetah print. They have like a couple different colors. Let me know how y'all feel about like the mini UGGs trend. I feel like since the dawn of time, people have just been kind of like haters on UGGs. I feel like there's a lot of people that have very strong opinions on UGGs, and either you're obsessed and you've been wearing them for like your whole entire life, or you can't stand them and you think they're stupid and ugly. So let me know where y'all stand on the UGG train. I'm not a ride or die. Like I said, I literally have one other pair, and I've worn them a lot, but I'm not like, you know, a diehard UGG girl, which is why I decided to get like the off-brand. And honestly, these look so much like the regular UGGs. If you read the reviews, you will see like they obviously don't have the UGG label, like they're not trying to be knockoffs, but they look just the same. Like they have the exact same kind of stitching. The color, the lining in here is actually like crazy soft. Like I put my foot in here without a sock on, and it is insanely butter soft and smooth. Would definitely keep your foot warm for sure. I'm not sure how the material is gonna like hold up if you get it wet and stuff like that. Obviously I have not worn these yet, and because like the quality is, I'm sure, different than the true UGGs, I don't know how they will hold up, but I mean, they feel really decent. They have a good weight to them. They have really good reviews, and I feel like with things that tend to be kind of, you know, trendy, you know, like these might not be on trend next winter. Not that anyone needs to wear what's on trend, you just wear what you want, doesn't matter. But if it's not something that you're sure you're gonna want to stick with for a long time, I feel like you might as well save your money and get, you know, the next best thing. And actually, speaking of kind of like dupes, I'm now just realizing a lot of this haul is going to be like kind of look-alike type products. I got these from Target, and I have been obsessed with these. When I first got them in, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna keep them because I was like, are these weird looking? But I love them so much. I've worn them like literally 3 or 4 times already. Like they're kind of dirty, but I think these are kind of a dupe for, I think, a Birkenstock style brand, like the Sherpa sandal. And obviously not everywhere at this time of year can you still get away with sandals, but I live in the South, so we can definitely wear sandals out and about until like November, December, honestly. And these are kind of like a good transitional sandal, I feel like, because they sort of look like the standard like kind of buckle Birkenstock style sandal, but they have the Sherpa on them on the top, which is cute. The bottom doesn't have Sherpa, but it is like a fleece, and the bottom, like where your foot goes, is also a really fuzzy like Sherpa material. These are so comfortable. They stay on my foot so well. They might like look a little funny, like I feel like they're definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but I think they're really cute. I like how they have kind of like the cork lining and then the black, so it's not like a platform or anything, but I feel like it kind of has just more like visual interest with the 2 different like colors and textures, and they're so stinking comfortable. Oh, speaking of sizing, the boots were true to size. I got my true size in those and they fit perfectly, and same with these. A lot of times in sandals I do size up so my foot like doesn't, you know, get too close to hanging off the back, but I got my regular size in these and they fit really well. Again, kind of like the boots, these have been really hard to get your hands on, so you might have to sign up for the like in stock notifications. So of course they'll be linked down below. I think that's how I got them. They came back in stock and I just like snagged them as quick as I could, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep them, but I actually really like them, and I actually have quite a few things from this brand from Target, the Mad Love brand. I never used to think they were any good, and now I have, I think, like 3 other pairs of shoes in this haul from this brand, because they make good like kind of look-alike or like inspired type shoes, but the quality is actually like surprisingly really good. I feel like my first impression initially of this brand was that they were kind of like a cheapy sort of brand, but they're very much not. Their stuff is really comfortable, really good quality. Like again, these just have some weight to them. They just feel really nice, and I think they're really cute. They look good with like literally everything, with athleisure, with shorts, with leggings. Like you can literally just like throw these on to go to the mailbox. Like they're so good, and a really good just like fall transitional kind of sandal if you live anywhere that stays warm for a decent chunk of the fall. So actually, since we're talking about, I guess, kind of like lookalikes and that brand, let me show you what else I got. Again, these are a pair of shoes that I was like almost dead set on not purchasing and not wanting to jump on this trend, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. They're like, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
But it's like the Boston, you know, the Birkenstock Boston clog sort of vibe. I wore these for, like most of us, for years in high school. I went to a Catholic school, so we have, you know, the skirts and then the knee socks and then these. That was just like part of the uniform. I literally wore, I probably went through so many pairs of these in my high school career. So to me, this is very nostalgic and very much a throwback. I was wearing these with my like flare yoga pants the other day, and I was like, I'm literally back in high school, where you used to wear like the fold over like Victoria's Secret flare yoga pants, and they would say like pink on the butt, and then you'd have your clog. That was the whole vibe back then, and I really wasn't like wanting to hop on this trend. But again, kind of like with the mini Uggs, I've seen them styled in a lot of ways that I actually think is really cute. But more than that, these are so comfy. Again, it is that Mad Love brand, and these are kind of different than a lot of the, you know, like Boston, like Birkenstock dupe type shoes, because they're not that really almost like the kind of Ugg material, like that kind of more like suede. I don't know if that's like what that would technically be considered, but these are more of like a fuzzy sort of material, kind of. They're not like a terry cloth, they're kind of more of like a fleece, or like a felt is really what they feel like. But I love the texture of it. Like I feel like it looks a lot, not like nicer, but I feel like the like smoother kind of clogs just look a little more like, not formal, I'm not sure how to say it. These are just a little more casual and comfy, and I feel like these have more kind of like slipper almost sort of vibes than these smoother ones, and I like these a lot better for that reason. And I love this like taupey color rather than like the camel or brown color. It's like more of kind of a cool toned, almost like a gray brown. And then they have kind of like the sandals, they have that like really fuzzy sole and lining on the inside. I do run true to size, and they are incredibly comfortable. I've already wore these as well, like I said, and they stay on your your foot really well. They're so easy to throw on. They're so comfy. I think they would keep your foot pretty warm too. And I do really like the look. I'm enjoying the little throwback, but again, because these are definitely like a trendy thing, like I almost doubt these are gonna still be in like next fall and winter. I was not about to spend the 100 plus whatever dollars that the Birkenstock brand was. Like I said, I don't even really like the material of those. I like this much better. And I love the Sherpa in here. Like this is just infinitely to me cuter and like more cozy and comfy, and for a fraction of the price. Plus I feel like the Boston Birkenstocks are like always out of stock. I'm always here for trying the trend without dropping a ton of money. I do think some shoes are certainly worth like splurging on and getting the, you know, name brand, but most of the time I feel like you can find something just as good and just as cute for much less. We're just gonna keep with that brand, and then I do have a couple of other like more like boots and stuff, and like I said, slippers, but I'm really into the Mad Love brand right now. And this pair of shoes I have actually worn as well, and I'm obsessed. If you guys would have seen any of my other hauls or even a lot of my vlogs, I've really been wanting to do the high top sneaker thing. Like I've been trying so many pairs of like high top sneakers, from the Nike Blazers to like multiple different Converse to Vans. Like I've tried so many and I've ended up returning all of them because they just didn't suit me. But then I saw these on Target. Again, they're the Mad Love brand. I feel like they kind of obviously are sort of Converse inspired with just like the material and the style and the chunkier sole, but I like the texture. Like I like the sole of this. It's definitely not like platform, but it's got a decent sole, and I like the texture on it and just like kind of the chunkier vibe. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, I did not like any of the Converse. I tried like multiple different styles. I didn't like how those looked on me. I didn't find them to be like particularly comfortable, and more so than anything, I had such a hard time with all of the high top sneakers I tried. I couldn't get them on and off my foot without like taking all the laces off. I don't know how people wear those all the time. I could not get my foot in and out of it. And this shoe like literally was created specifically for me, I feel like, because A, they actually like look okay on me. Like I actually really like how they look. All the things that I hated about all the other sneakers that I got that were high tops, like these, even though they're very similar, for some reason I feel like these suit me and look so much better on me than any of those, which just happens to be very convenient because all those are, you know, 70, 80, 90. The Nike Blazers are like over $100, and these I'm pretty sure are like 30 or something like that. But these have a freaking zipper. Literally such a game changer, and like maybe I'm a toddler because I have a zipper on my sneakers, but I literally don't care because I could not wear any of those shoes, especially for the price. I did not want to like fight with getting my shoe on and off, and that's what I was doing. So the fact that these have a zipper and they just happen to look actually like decent on me, and I feel like I can style them and feel comfortable and confident in them, this literally like checks every box. I didn't even know that they had sneakers with zippers, because that's what all of those shoes need. I mean, like I said, they didn't really look that good on me, but if they would have had a zipper, I might have ended up keeping a pair of those because I wouldn't have had to be so annoyed putting them on and off. For the zipper and just like the whole look of these, I love how they're just like a clean white. They don't have any branding or like any like stripes or anything. They're just a nice simple white, so they're so easy to style with literally anything. Again, like I feel like baggy jeans kind of over this are cute, or obviously like with leggings or bike shorts, you can style these with basically anything, like even dresses and skirts and stuff like that. Like these just look, you can tell I've worn them a couple of times. These just look so good with everything. So I've been wearing the crap out of those, and I decided to get the black version. And I haven't worn these yet, and I'm not sure if I'm like as in love with these, only because they have like this kind of weird like added little like plastic lip here above the sole, and for some reason I really don't love that added detail. It's not like necessarily a deal breaker, I don't think, but at the same time I kind of wish it didn't have that. I don't feel like the Converse have that. Maybe they do, maybe like some styles do. They're the exact same shoe otherwise, and they fit really well. Again, these are true to size and they are comfortable. Like the sole of these is like very cushiony and super comfy. There's just that little design detail that I don't know that I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with how they feel and how comfy they are and how easy they are to wear, but I don't know. Either way, I really like these shoes. I'm so excited that I discovered this brand. I feel like I'll be keeping my eye out for a lot more shoes from them. Instagram because I've just obviously loved everything that I've tried from them so far, and the price point, especially for the quality, is just, you can't beat it. I have a few pairs of boots. Let's really quick talk about the slippers. So these are, I feel like I'm like the last person to get the smiley face slippers. These are from Amazon. There's like a ton of different sellers that have these, but I feel like some of them are like way more expensive than they should be, like 30 or like 40 bucks for freaking slippers, which I think is insane. So I will obviously make sure I link these ones. These were like 20 bucks. I feel like that's a lot more reasonable for slippers, but I love these because they're like a Sherpa kind of material. They're like, or maybe even more of like a terry cloth, but on the inside they're like a lot more fuzzy and soft. This is like a really soft fuzzy material, and I like this brown as opposed to it being like all white, because my current slippers are all white and they're not white anymore. The sole is like black from just like getting dirty, so I like that these are a darker color on the inside, so hopefully they won't show dirt and like signs of wear as easily. But y'all, these are, I swear, I post this on Instagram, these are like the comfiest slippers I've ever put on my foot. The bed of these is just like a freaking cloud. It is unreal how comfy these are. I got, oh, the sizing on this is weird. I don't remember what size I got. The size ranges, it's like 8 to like 9.5 and like 9.5 to like 11 or like something like that. Like there's kind of ranges, but I did get the range that my size would like fall into, and they do fit really well, so you can definitely like get your true size in the range. But y'all need to grab these. I mean, I think obviously again they're definitely trendy, but I think they're very cute. I like the texture and they just feel unfreaking real, and they do have a really nice kind of like harder sole. So again, if you like to wear these like out onto the porch or like to the mailbox or something like that, they aren't like just socks. Like they have a decently firm sole, so you can kind of like wear them out and about and your feet will be protected. But I just think, again, very trendy. I feel like everything I've shown y'all so far is just very like trendy stuff, but these are so cute, and more than anything, they're comfy, and I feel like that's the most important quality in your like house shoes, is how comfy and warm and cozy they are. And I'm one of those people that you will pretty much never catch me in my house without slippers. We are a slipper household. My husband's the same way. We always have slippers on. I go through slippers like absolutely crazy. I go through probably one pair of slippers every like 2-3 months, just because I wear the crap out of them and they just start falling apart, or they get holes, or they just get so dirty that I can't clean them. So I'm literally always purchasing slippers just to like have on deck. I'm never wearing 2 pairs of slippers at once. Like I have one pair that I just wear the crap out of until they basically die, and then I go on to the next pair. So I always have like 1 or 2 pairs in my closet just in case my slippers croak and I need to grab a new pair. So I have those, and then I also got these, and these are again kind of, you know, sort of like the UGG sort of style with like the chunkier sort of sole. These have like a really serious sole. Like you could 100% wear these like running errands. Like these are probably closer to shoes than most slippers would be, but they're obviously very much slippers at the same time. They're super fuzzy, and I really like this kind of like taupey nude sort of like leopard print, and they're super fuzzy on like the top here, but it's the same material on the inside. So they're really cozy, like really warm, super soft and fuzzy. These I did get my true size in, and they fit really well. Again though, they are definitely gonna like show a lot of signs of wear. Like I feel like this will get very matted and kind of dirty looking over time very easily, but I mean, you can't necessarily see that part all the time, so that's not a big deal. But I really like how like sturdy and durable these are. Like you could totally wear these to like pick up your kids from school. You could totally wear these as shoes. I feel like they'd be totally fine, because this is like really sturdy, and they're just really cute. I think these also were going like in and out of stock, but they do have other colors in these as well if you don't like the like leopard print. Let's move on to some, I guess, kind of like nicer-ish sort of boots. I actually did pick up the cowboy boots from Target that are like really trending right now, and I really wanted to like those, and I tried them on a lot of different ways, and I just don't think that they're my style. I do have like 1 pair of cowboy boots that are more like true cowboy boots. The ones from Target are a little bit more like chic looking, and they're really cute and they look good on so many people, but I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to style them, so I ended up sending those back. But I'm so excited about these. These are from the A New Day brand, and these are the, again, this is like the haul of like inspired by like dupe type of shoes, I swear. But these are basically like Steve Madden dupes. I feel like it was last year or maybe even like the year before when these like really took off and everybody was dying over these. They're this really big, chunky, kind of like Chelsea style type of boot, but they have this really cool, like, it's just like a Velcro attachment, and you can actually remove it if you want to. So if you do like these shoes, but either you don't like this or you might not always want to use this, you can take it off. It's literally just like wrapped through a hook back here with the Velcro, so you don't have to have that on here, which makes these very versatile. So I love the versatility. I got my true size, and I do feel like these run like maybe half a size small. I did try the bigger size, and the bigger size was too big. I feel like I wish these were a tiny bit roomier. So I guess if you are in between, or if like you're in between half sizes, I would maybe go up in these, but they're gonna work, they're fine. I just think they're so cool. I honestly was wanting these Steve Madden ones for the longest time, but I feel like you can always trust Target to eventually come out with a like inspired by type of shoe for most things that are like super on trend, and this is definitely one of them. They're pretty simple, but they are a really nice material. I have so many Target boots, like 80% of my fall shoe wardrobe is from Target over the years, and they really are like very good quality, especially for the price. Like these are heavy. These are heavy. They're like very like heavy duty. Like you can see how big the treads are on this. They are genuinely made to last like quite a while. I've had pairs of shoes for years and years that still look brand new, and they just feel like decent quality even on your foot. These are just sturdy and solid. They look really nice. These I feel like would be really good still in like kind of like rainier weather, because they're kind of like that slick waterproof type of material. I do love how chunky this sole is with like the kind of chunky texture to it. I just think that's a cool look. And then it kind of has like the Chelsea sort of elastic section and then the little band, but they do zipper on the inside, thank goodness, so you don't have to actually try to like squeeze your foot into these. And I feel like these are so versatile as well. I feel like you could wear these with like a black dress and like a leather jacket and like maybe some tights and these, and sort of do like a slightly dressier but still sort of like edgy sort of look. But then you can also obviously just like wear these with leggings or jeans. Like I feel like with like faux leather leggings and these and like a big oversized sweater, like these are so easy to style. They're so fun. They like kind of just take like a classic boot and make them a little bit more like girly and fun. I cannot wait to style them. Like I'm really excited to wear those. I feel like it's not every day that you have a pair of shoes that you're like, wow, I cannot wait to put these on. Like you might like your shoes, but these I'm like, I cannot wait to style. They're gonna be so cute. And then just two more pairs here. This pair was, again, very kind of like going in and out of stock and kind of hard to get your hands on. And I'm not 100% sure that I'm obsessed with them. They're this kind of like sock boot sort of style with like the, I don't know, it literally feels like a sock. It's like kind of stretchy, and then it's sort of like, again, kind of the Chelsea style cutout. Honestly, almost the same kind of sole, I just realized, as those black boots, kind of chunkier with like the little like sections, kind of a heavier chunky heel. Again, these feel really like heavy, and this material is really nice. It's not quite the same as the black ones. It's more of like a suede, like soft sort of material, and not necessarily like a super waterproof material. And I think they're really cute, but I feel like I do have other boots that are kind of a similar like style, just kind of like a higher chunky, and also like this color, kind of like a nude boot. I feel like I have other shoes kind of similar, but what sets these apart is kind of like the sock detailing and like the slightly chunkier sole. So I like them, and they do have a zipper on them, by the way. So again, you don't actually have to try to like squeeze your foot into this little sock portion. I feel like zippers, I mean, just make everything 10 times easier, but they're actually like really like inconspicuous. Like I feel like it blends in really well. So I don't know, I do like these, but I feel like I have other shoes kind of similar, and I'm not sure that I'm like obsessed with like the sock component. I'm not 100% sure on these. I do like them, but I don't know, like just considering what else I have in my like closet, if they're a necessity. But I was kind of having FOMO because they're going in and out of stock like crazy, because again, they are kind of like a dupe. So I kind of like this style. I just don't know if it's for me. And then last but not least, these are from Universal Thread as well. So many of these are from Target, I just realized. These are kind of along the lines of the like cowboy boot thing that I feel like everyone is doing now. Like all of a sudden, like the Nashville sort of look is just everywhere. But I was really excited to get my hands on these, and these are obviously like the only pair of like taller boots in this video. I feel like these have been like, everyone's been freaking out and buying these, and these have also been kind of going in and out of stock, but they are kind of like a taller cowboy boot. They have a couple different colors and pretty much everything that I'm showing y'all. If you're not into the color that I'm showing, they definitely have more options, but they're kind of like a nude, like taupe color. They have like that pointier kind of toe, a really slight kind of block wooden heel, and then they sort of just have like a bunch of like stitch detailing. It almost looks like flames or something, I feel like. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but they definitely have like that cowboy boot effect. I feel like it might be a little hard to show, but I feel like just because they have like the pointier toe and like the stitching and just like kind of the way they're cut at the top, they definitely have kind of like that slightly elevated, like nicer looking cowboy boot vibe. And I feel like these are just really cute styled with like faux leather leggings and like maybe a black like cami or like tank top and then a cardigan, and then these because they're like taller, and I don't know, I feel like they're sort of a statement shoe. They kind of like take a simple look and make them a little bit more fun. But again, I don't know that like the cowboy boot vibe is like fully my vibe, even though I love how so many people look in these, and I love how people style these with like graphic t-shirts and like even just like for the warmer weather like denim shorts. And these, I totally love that look. I'm just not sure if it's my look. Like I genuinely don't know, but these are really nice. I love this color. I love the material. It's really like a buttery soft smooth material. They do have a zipper. It doesn't go all the way up, but you can like open them, so at least once you get your foot in here, it's a little bit easier to get it all the way into the shoe. They have like a camel-y kind of brown, a black. I think they came out with like a white. For the price to try the trend, like again, Target stuff is just such high quality and really affordable. And then last but not least, I feel like I would just mention, because I feel like these kind of go with these, but I feel like the trend, I'm so trendy, all I'm talking about is trends right now, but I feel like that's what we all kind of do. We pick up like a few new things each season to kind of go with whatever, you know, is popular and on trend. I guess I could take these out of the packaging. I don't know why I have them in here. It's so loud. You can obviously get Nike socks literally anywhere. I got these on Amazon, so that's where I will link them. But these are like the crew socks, is that what they're called? Or the ankle socks. Crew socks are the higher ones, but these are the ones that kind of just like come off your ankle and they're a little shorter, not like the super tall ones. But I feel like that's how I've seen these styled a lot, is just with like a pair of kind of like sporty, you know, whatever crew socks sort of sticking out, and having like your leggings even like tucked in to the sock, and then wearing that with like a big crew neck sweatshirt or something like that for like a very kind of like run errands, like loungy, comfy sort of look. But I also feel like these look really cute with sneakers. Kind of sticking out with sneakers, I feel like is also just really cute. We're all about showing our socks now, but I do think these are cute, especially the Nike ones, because they're a little bit more interesting than just like a plain ribbed sock. And they do look kind of cute, like poking out of the boots or out of your sneakers, or obviously just to wear with boots in general, like even if they're not gonna show. I feel like for boots, and honestly even like high top sneakers, you need socks that are a little bit higher so they don't like slide. That's like the worst thing about the fall, right? Like, is if you're wearing socks that are not high enough, and then you're like walking around in your boots, and next thing you know, your sock's like under your foot and you can't fix it unless you stop and sit down and like take your whole entire shoe off, and nobody has time for that. If you need socks to wear with boots or like higher sneakers, like things that tend to get your socks sort of wedged under your foot, these would just be a good pair to have. Anyway, I'll link them down below on Amazon. They have the packs of all white, and then they also have packs with like gray and black. You can get a combo pack, but these are, I don't know, just a shoe accessory, so I thought I would mention them. So anyway, the baby is just waking up, and that's everything I want to show you guys. Again, I said this was gonna be a quick video, and my hauls literally never are. The mess around me, like the shoe mess, literally goes like everywhere, like as far as I can reach all around me. So I need to grab my baby and clean this up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, everything will be linked down below for y'all to check out. Let me know in the comments what shoes like y'all are loving, like any of these trends. Like, are you trying out like the clogs or like the cowboy boots? Like, what trends are you loving? What shoes are you into? Are there some of these that you love, or some of these that you hate? But I hope that y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.